Isn't this a beautiful building?
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. My name is Brian Turner. I work for the National Trust for Historic Preservation. I'm an attorney in our San Francisco field office. And for those of you who don't know, the National Trust is a nonprofit membership organization. We're the nation's only organization at this level that's seeking protections for historic buildings. And this, we have a campaign around the post offices around the country in response to a lot of what you've heard and what you know about the threat that's now facing a lot of these buildings in communities across the country. We first got involved in Berkeley right when the meetings were started in September 2012, and we wrote a lot of letters saying we're very concerned about this, and the Postal Service wrote us back and said, don't worry, and and this is all going to be taken care of. So I work mostly with kind of an obscure a law that a lot of people haven't heard of, but it's very important in a situation like this. It's called the National Historic Preservation Act. It was passed in 1966, and it requires federal agencies like the Postal Service to take into account their actions that affect historic properties. And one of the skirmishes that we really had over this building was the Postal Service being very insistent that the sale of this building would not have an adverse effect on the community of Berkeley. And obviously that's not what we heard from you all, that's not what we heard from the City Council, and that's not what virtually every other preservation organization who's involved in this said. So when it came time and the decision was made to sell the building, it really wasn't very hard for us to join the city's litigation because this is kind of an open and shut case for us. And we're delighted to be a part of this fantastic coalition. We couldn't do it without a community like this that's so supportive. And I also speak on behalf of my colleagues in Washington, D.C. Betsy Merritt, who's been a great mentor of mine, cares deeply about this building and these issues, and she would love to be here today as well. So I just want to thank you all for coming out and helping us protect this building, and we'll see you in the years ahead, and hopefully we won't have the same problem again. So thank you.